Well, Terry, welcome back to Horse Racing today for another Money Monday. And if the pre-show and the race card are any indication of what can go on today, I think we can sum it up with anything is possible today. Terry, what do you think?
Yep.
Yes. How was your weekend? Good?
Yeah, it was pretty good, except for we lost power last night and then lost it again this morning. And of course, it was 100 degrees yesterday. So when it lost, it gets pretty warm in here. So
yeah, I imagine it always works like that, right? When it's 75 degrees and a nice breeze outside, it never does. The power never goes off.
That's right.
Minus 100, yeah, it's going out.
Yeah.
Plus 100, yeah, it's going out. But such is life, Terry. Right? I've once heard it say that it's a series of problems only to be interrupted by crisis.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, unfortunately, in too many cases, true. We're going to do Ellis Park today, but before we do Ellis Park, as always, free tracks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. We're closing in on the Travers, so all of our new monthly pro subscribers will get the wagering guide, along with the Smart Sheets, which will be coming up. Speaking of Smart Sheets, today's Smart Sheets are available in the description on YouTube. Please use that. There's also a link to the explanation on how to use them. Certainly the Smart Sheets played a role last week with an $80 winner from first-time starters, and we got plenty of that action cooking today, Terry. And if we find another $80 winner today, folks, over at horseracingtoday.net, please hit that HRT gear button. Come over here, get yourself a trucker hat with "See You in the Winner Circle." Maybe we should put dollar signs on that one instead, Terry. Advise. And then, or if you're not watching, you're not winning. Maybe we'll go with that one. We'll make some new stuff. But in the meantime, head on over there. Or if we hit another $80 winner, there's a tip jar in the description on YouTube. Kindly click that. Good morning, Mr. Don Johnson. How are you today? Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Glad to see you here. All right, Terry. Well, despite all of our pre-show problems, we're on schedule for a change. So let's go about doing race number 1.
Okay, well, it's a 6 furlong race, claiming race, $10,000 claiming price, first 27,500 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races, or 3-year-olds or old fillies, or which have never won a race in 2025.
Old fillies, yes, indeed. So here we go with a 6 furlong race, early speed. 27% of the time, the horse that gets the first call also enjoys the first final call. The post positions, a rail, Red Hot Genie, gets a little bit of a discount. 2 and 3 a bonus. 4 through 7 a fair. 8 and out. So far, nobody's won. As I pointed out earlier, we do have Smart Sheets. We do 1,000 simulations. We want to see who has the best chance to get to the lead, especially where 27% of the time they win wire to wire, Terry. And this one looks like it'll be hotly contested.
It will be. They've all pretty much got close amount of speed. So the 8 shows the best with the 7, but you're going to watch out for the 6 and 3 and the 5 too. So we'll just have to see.
Even the one down here shows it has some good early pace in here. So pretty craziness. We also want to see which horses have a best chance to, or if they've already hit par. Speed figure for this case is 83, the average winning speed figure for this kind of condition, Terry. And only 2 so far have met the mark.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 and the 7 have done that in the past. And today, those 2, along with that 4, and a couple others will have a chance to do it today. So
yeah, par plus 1,000 simulations where we calculate out a projected speed figure, and in this 3.2, so 32 times, Red Hot Genie did it. Looking at the race shape, Terry, most of these horses want to be middle back, so I should favor speed. Well, again, all of them are pretty hot in here, so maybe look for a horse that's going to get a trip that best matches its best performances or comfort zone, Terry, and only 2 of them above 50%.
That's right. The 6 and the 7, with the 6 being the best, it'd probably be very comfortable in this race.
Indeed. Looking at jockeys and trainers, Terry, you got one standout.
That's right. Number 4 has the best jockey, best trainer. So that's the best combination.
Yes. And over here we see that the 5, the 1, the 8, and the 2, they compose the top 4 total pace horses, where we add early pace and late pace. And usually a little more than 7 out of 10 winners come out of that category. Terry, who's your winner, the opener today?
I like the 1, Red Hot Genie. She drops in class today, has the highest last speed rating. She has a high percentage rating trainer and jockey. The 7 drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and she can handle this distance. Coastline Hottie, the 2, is my third choice, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. And then 5, Still the Spotlight, has finished in the money in her last 3 races, finished in third in her last race, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 20% of the sprint races that she has a horse running in, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me in this race.
We have the same exact Red Hot Genie getting the red hot call on top of the Money Monday. Consistent performer, decent workouts prepping. It's an open race, I feel like. The 7 horse Traviel, maybe, I don't know, Traviel. I have no idea. It is a yes horse, one of 2 of them. Third start after a layoff, and all of the race internals last time here were better across the board with a little bit better fractions in the second quarter mile. Next up is On My Way to Save the Day. That's Mighty Mouse. Terry, you remember that cartoon?
I do, yeah. I used to love that cartoon.
Me too. This one is the simulation favorite. We see that over here. These sim faves have done fairly well. And by far the top par plus, 23. Nobody else coming in there. But it is a no horse. But it does get the best jockey trainer combination. So there are some positives, some negatives, with the positives outweighing the negatives. And we both like Steal the Spotlight to steal the long shot category. Top total pace, by far the best record at the distance. No bets for me either, as we have $100 for what we call Benny and the Bets, a little play on Elton John music. Race number 2, Terry. Race number 1 coming up in a minute. Let's go through race number 2 as quickly as we can so that we can talk about what happens in race number 1.
Okay, 5.5 furlongs. I think it's on the turf. And it's an allowance race, $108,000 purse. It's for 3-year-old fillies.
Yes, the last of the good races in there for sure. Yes, help the show. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Send emails to YouTube and ask them, what the hell are you guys doing? They claim they're not penalizing us, but if you look at our views chart, something's clearly gone wrong, and we can't quite figure out what it is besides complaining to people who aren't open to complaints. It's kind of yelling and spitting into the wind. All right, 5.5 furlongs on the turf. What you're looking for are horses, Terry, that stalk, but still almost 30% go wire to wire. Strong rail for multiplication. 2 and 3 play fair. 4 through 7 a discount. 8 and out get a bonus. If in race number 2 there were Buffalo Girls on the outside, we'd want to pay attention. But we do find that is where the speed is.
Yeah, that's true. 5 and 6 have the most speed, but they all have pretty similar speeds. So this could be a who knows race.
Yes, indeed. They've all hit par. Terry, looks like they're all at 100%. That's why we get the pluses. I got to extend the field there. I wouldn't say they're all dropping in class. A couple of interesting three top total pace, 5 points. 5 points equal 1 length. Terry, 3 also pretty hot jockey.
That's right. The 3 has the best jockey. 6 has the best trainer. I think the 6, though, is the best jockey trainer combination.
It is indeed. You see here down there, you got 2 horses with pretty good C zones. Everybody else kind of middle of the road or lower. Pretty balanced, except nobody really is a true pace setter in race number 2. So I think that, Terry, this is another one of those races. Maybe if the 3 doesn't win, it's kind of wide open. What do you think?
Yeah, probably so. But I'm going with the 3. She won her last race at Ellis Park, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 24% of the races with the horse. He has a horse competing in the race after winning the previous race. Her breeding suggests she'll like the grass, as the dam has produced 1 turf winner, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 1 has won 2 races out of 3 starts, finished second in her last start, and the shorter distance will help. Number 2, Ninth Island, is won 3 races out of 6 career starts, drops in class, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 6, by long shot, has won 2 races out of the last 3 starts, finished in third in her last start, and she has a trainer who wins 30% of the races in the first race after claiming horse, along with a high percentage winning jockey. My first Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4. I'm going to go with the 3 as a single, with the 1, 2, 6, 8, 10, with the 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, with the 2, 3, 9, and that's a $45 ticket.
Real fast for me because race number 1's about to run. I'm going to go with Mandela, top total pace. Ninth Island, third up for the first time, boom or bust. Number 5, Favorite You, better early pace, cut back in distance, coming from a $250,000 non-graded stakes. And then Mascara, taking a flyer. I've noticed when all horses are yes, you get C zones. do really well. Pick 4, 3, all 6, all, and then $22 to win on the 3 horse, because I think it's the most obvious winner in the entire card, but may not do so at a good price. In race number 1, they're off and they're running, and right now it looks like the 6 horse. Maybe Lucky Wild is on the lead. You got the 2 horse also in the shotgun spot. The 5 and the 1 are right in the mix as well, with the 8 and the 7 trying to make up ground late. Looks like the 2 horse has put his nose ahead of the 6 horse, although the 1 is coming through on the rails. Looks like it's got plenty of space as the favorite if the 2 does not crush him down or push him down, but the 1's going to roll by fairly easily, and it looks like that 1 might be your winner. I don't know that the 2 horse is going to have the late legs to run that down. If anybody's going to run it down, it looks like maybe on the outside, the 8 horse, the 6 horse down on the rail. Oh, no, that's the 4 horse that's coming down on the rail. So the 4 horse is going to come in. It looks like second place. So it's going to go 1 in a big win, and then the 4, and then the 2, and then the 6. So 1, 4, 2, 6. So we do have the winner at the top of our tickets with On My Way to Save the Day, showing that indeed you cannot ignore those simulation favorites and top par plus jockey horse combinations. All right, so the first one's in the books, Terry. Glad to see that we both have the winner at the top of our ticket. Hopefully we can do that all day long, but I think that's going to become increasingly more difficult as we get into a slew of first-time starters beginning in race number 3.
That's right. And as you can see here, that we're going to go to 6 furlongs, and it's a maiden claiming race. $30,000 claiming price, purse $37,000 for maidens, fillies, 2-year-olds.
Yeah, you can see in that first race, get close to the lead, you got a good shot to win, although the 2 front runners did fall off. So Stalker did good there. There's a rail discount, although that didn't hold true in the opener there. There is also a bonus for posts 2 and 3, 4 through 7. Fair so far, nobody from 8 or out is 1. There, as I mentioned, there's a lot of first-time starters in race number 3. Let's take a look at how many of them. Look at all these first-time starters there, Terry. The 1 horse, showing some second race par ability. But when they're all nose, really, Terry, and they're all making first-time starts, it's just a matter of ranking the first-time starters in the order that you like. There's really not much else to go on. So how did you go about putting your picks together for race number 3?
Well, I like in this race the 2 Starlight Knight. She is a first-time starter, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and a good workout August 5th. Then 10 Want to Go Home, ran 3rd in her last race as a favorite, but has a trainer, wins 23% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again, and stretches out to 6 furlong is a plus. Number 1, Light My Flame, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer. Blazing Freedom is my long shot, the 8. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets for me here.
Well, the electricity's playing games for me too, Terry. All right, Carol's Melody, the 4 horse. That's the top-rated first-time starter. Is getting 2.97 points right there, Terry. So I put that one first. And then I just ranked them in order from there, Terry. Next up is the 2 horse, 2.67. Then we have the 7 horse, Smoochy Boo. Terry, I got a feeling. Smoochy Boo, that's somebody's girlfriend's name or boyfriend's name, I would guess. And then the first-time starter, Terry, is next on my list. And with the anything can happen race, I like trifecta boxing these. If you get one right, you can make your penny in the bets budget back. So 1, 2, 4, 7 in race number 3 for me. And there's really not much else more to it. Race 4, I think, is going to look a lot like race number 3 in terms of what we're going to talk about. So let's put it on repeat.
Yeah, it's a 7 furlong race, a maiden race, $100,000 purse, and it's for maidens, 2-year-olds.
Yeah, so anything can happen race. 7 furlongs, what has happened in the limit number of races that they've done, 6 of them. Front runners have done pretty well. 2 out of 3 have gone wire to wire. 2 out of 6, wire to wire. But being close is definitely the best place to be. And usually that's how horses do break their maiden, towards the front. The rail gets a bonus for Vos. 2 and 3 get a discount. 4 through 7's best. So far in the 6 races, nobody from 8 or out is 1. And again, in race number 4, Terry, 1 yes horse in here. So that's a pretty important thing to look at. Very strong second race par ability. You got some second race par ability here. You got a lot of very strong first-time starters with some great workouts. Woof! Anything can happen here if the 6 doesn't win, Terry. What do you think will happen?
Well, I think the 6 will win. He ran second versus similar as only started. He has a high percentage winning trainer and a good workout on August 4th. Then the 11, the first time starter, direct strike, has a dam wins, five winners from 6 starters, 1 stakes winner, and a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. Then the 9 is my third choice, also a first time starter whose dam has 2 winners from 3 starters and a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. I like the 12 as my long shot, finished versus third versus similar on the turf in his only start, can improve while trying dirt and has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Nothing bet for me here.
Yeah, I went the 6 horse in here. Yes horse, so it actually did hit par in it, and then in its debut, and now it can go up to as high as 97. So very much a borderline type horse in terms of maybe running in stakes races. After that, a little bit different. I went with the 1, 3, and 2 because nobody's won from the outside. That 11 horse, though, is a pretty aggressive play as well. I think has a good chance to get involved in there. I'm going to do a 50-cent trifecta box, 1, 2, 3, 6. Cross my fingers because on my pick 4, I singled that 6 with the second race par ability. You went a lot deeper than I did in there, Terry. We shall see how that one plays out. Race 5 in this 9 race card. It is the linchpin race, the Keystone one. Again, more 2-year-old fillies trying to find their first win there, Terry.
That's right. 5.5 furlongs on the turf, $100,000 purse. It's for maidens, fillies, 2-year-olds.
5.5 furlongs. We'll see that in race number 2, if I recall correctly. Stalkers do well. 29% of the time, they win wire to wire. Strong rail for Honey Racer. 2 and 3. If it was Honey Bunny, we know that would be the top of somebody's picks. 2 and 3 are fair. 4 through 7 a discount. 8 and out gets a bonus. Terry, the song remains the same as Led Zeppelin said. We got a lot of first-time starters in here. The 3 horse started once, did not hit par. So you kind of have to toss that one out maybe and look at the first-time starters and rank them all over again. So let's do what we've done for the last 2 races.
All right. So let me go to my picks here. And I'm going to tell you that in this one, I like the 9. Hot Mash, first-time starter whose breeding suggests she'll like the grass. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and a bullet workout on August 6th. And then Wendy Houston, another first-time starter. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Her breeding suggests she'll like today's distance. Number 3 has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And then Carl's Fault, another first-time starter. Number 7, her breeding suggests she'll like the grass, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
Again, I just ranked them in first-time starters. Some adjustments with workouts as tiebreakers are a means to move one horse in front of another. I go 9-2, 10 and 4, Terry. That's it. Based upon those workouts, and and it's you see the 9 with that 2.99 and a bullet workout, and then the 2.98 for the 10. That's in there as well. You got the strong rail, but we didn't go with the rail. We went with the 2 horse with the 2.96, and then the 4 horse with the 2. I should probably put the 6 in there, 2.94. I don't know how I messed that up, but in any case, it should probably be the 6 horse. But why didn't I put the 6 in there? Who knows? I must have had a reason for it. But I'm going to go about a 50-cent trifecta box, 2, 4, 9, and 10. That's the way I'm going to do it. I probably messed that up. I meant to put the 6 in there, but once it's in print, it's in. Well, I can probably do that because I'm going to change that to the 6 because I probably just did that wrong. And then you know what that means, right, Terry?
That'll probably the one you took out will probably win.
Yeah, for sure. That one's going to be your winner.
Yeah.
Absolutely 1,000%. So that's going to be 2, 4, 2, 6, 9, and 10. My apologies for getting that wrong, but hey. This is a live show where we do quality control in the moment, in real time.
Yep.
Maybe we can get to a real race here, Terry, where we got some meat on the bone in race number 6.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, race number 6. We're going to go to 6 furlongs. It's an allowance race, $50,000, and it's purse of $46,250 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward, which have started for a claiming price of $50,000 or less, and which have broken their maiden auction race, and which have never won a race other than a maiden or claiming or waiving claimer.
Yeah, we might joke a little bit about the race, but I would say the smart sheets are no joke when it comes to the first-time starters. Although there's a lot to pick through today. So I think a lot of these races could be very competitive. But they've proven over and over and over again to effectively isolate and find horses that have a great chance to win many times at good prices at all levels. But I think there's some, especially when there's not a lot of information, like on first-time starters, I found it to be the best resource that I have ever worked with. 6 furlongs, Terry. You're looking for horses that have early speed. 27% of the time they win on the lead. A rail discount, 2 and 3 a bonus. 4 through 7 are fair. 8 and out, nobody's won. So now we actually have some data to work through, Terry, and it looks like we're going to have one that everybody's going to have to catch at some point in time.
I think so. I think that 2 is going to blast out of that gate like a rocket, go to that lead.
Yes, like they put Tabasco in an uncomfortable place. You also see that that 2 horse has some early, mid, and late pace improvement, along with some better fractions last time out. The 4, Kentucky Smoke Show, can say the same in there, Terry. Only 2 have hit par. Everybody else has come within 5 points. So when you look at here, Terry, a couple things maybe we can isolate is who's got the best chance to hit par today and where we might find some betting value.
Well, the 3 looks like it has a pretty good chance to do that, but also a couple of others like the 5, 6, 7, and 1. They're all pretty close in their numbers. So they could hit the par or exceed the par numbers today.
As far as any simulation value in there, Terry?
Yeah, you can see that the 1 has a from 9 to 1 to 10 to 1 to 2, 7 to 1 to 10 to 1, and that 5 has 7 to 1 to 8 to 1. That's about it. That's about what I can see.
Yeah, if we look at the race, everybody wants to be middle forward. Some versatility in the 4, 5, and 7 as PC types. So as far as comfort zone is concerned, plenty of them, high scores, over 50%. There again, maybe you're looking for jockeys and trainers for the best combination to figure out who can win a competitive race.
Well, the jockey looks pretty good in here, but the 7 also has the best trainer, and I think the 7 has the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, the 3 horse in here is your simulation favorite, a big favorite at 8 to 5, relative to the next closest one being 7 to 1. Also, your top total pace, about 1 length better than everybody else. According to what we see here, also the strongest C-zone. The 3 is the one to beat, Terry. And in race number 6, neither one of us put the 3 on the top.
Nope, I'm going to try to beat that 3 with the 7, Commanded. She has won her last 2 races in a row, and she goes for a hat trick, and she has a trainer wins 20% of the races with first-time starters that he has. And then True Compassion ran second in her last race, has the highest speed figure at today's distance. Her best start speed is fast among today's starters. The 4 Kentucky Smoke Show won her first race. Her early speed running style will help her chances. Has a high percentage winning trainer jockey and a good workout on July 31st at 4 furlongs. Wonder of You, the 2 is my long shot. She also won her last race. Her early speed running style will help the chances, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. I'm going to bet the last Miami Vice pick 4, 2, 3, 4, 7 with 4, 7, 10 with 4, 7, and finish up with 2, 5, 6, 11. That's $48 ticket.
I'm going to start with a little bit of a price horse here with the 2 horse. Wonder of You. It is a yes horse, as we saw. It's going to get to the lead, as we believe. At least that's what our first call thing. It also has a top early pace, so it should compete early on. Doesn't need the lead as a P type, so whether it gets the lead or not, it does not matter. And what I like about this one is what I call a finely healthy horse theory. If you look at the starts on the Wondering for You, start, bench, start, bench, start, bench, start, bench, start, bench. So for a 4-year-old, first time making 2 starts in a row without a break, that's kind of unusual. Came off the bench with a pretty solid lifetime record in there, but not better than the horse has already popped in its career. And if you look, this is a $140,000 horse, by far the most expensive horse in the field. So maybe they're finally going to get some of that investment back on a horse that we could get a good price at. I like those finely healthy horses. Commanded, the 7 horse, won 2 in a row. The pair of decent workouts between races, so that horse should be just as fit, maybe more so than in its wins. The True Passion is that simulation favorite, the top total pace of a length, by far top par plus, is the one to beat, is the morning line favorite. Then Kentucky Smoke Show, the best races, and it's not close. have come when this horse comes off the bench. Again, if you look at the 4 horses record, you'll see here, its speed figures. The debut, 80. Then it regressed. 83. It did follow that one up with a good race, but then regressed. 82. So when it comes off the bench, Kentucky Smoke Show is indeed a Kentucky Smoke Show. I hope it doesn't smoke my pick 4, though, Terry. 237, 7814, 234, 45 and 11. And then I'm going to do $5 exact key box with that 2 horse, hoping I can catch a price on a Finally Healthy with the 3, 4, and 7. It's a big part of my budget. The last 3 races, Terry, before we do that, tomorrow we will do Horseshoe Indianapolis. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, in all likelihood, it will be, I don't know what is going on with the power in my house, but on Wednesday and Thursday, it'll be Saratoga, 4 and Friday. You don't want to miss that. We had a great 4 and Friday at Ascot, so hopefully we can repeat that. And while I reset the electricity, Terry, can you reset the what we need to do to make sure you're watching and winning?
Well, I sure can. And what you need to do is you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then go hit that little bell, because that bell will then tell you when our next show will be coming up, give you about a 30-minute head start on getting ready for it. And then go down there and copy that link to share with everybody that you know, so they can come check us out. Go to our social sites such as TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, X, Twitter at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Also, keep these comments coming and picks. We love to see them. And thank you very much, Don. You're very good about supporting our show. We appreciate it. So anyway, I guess Rich is still looking. So let me say that it's been pretty hot here, I'll tell you. And I don't know. I hope everybody's been doing really well at races or anything that you picked.
Well, Terry, I don't know what's going on. It looks like I popped the circuit. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
All right. It looks like everything's back up and running again. I have to be able to see what I'm doing in order to run the show, which is crazy. All right. So it's been one of those days, Terry.
Yep.
So in race number 7, we're going to run a mile and a 16th on the turf, right,
Yep.
Terry? So let's talk about that.
Okay. So it's a mile and a 16th, and it's on the turf. It's a $50,000 maiden claiming race, $40,000 purse. And it's for maidens, 3-year-olds and upward.
It's another maiden Monday, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
With a lot of electrical problems. What in the world is going on? All right, a mile and a 16th on the turf, 10 races, 2 gone wire to wire. There's a real discount for You Belong Here. 2 and 3 a bonus, 4 through 7 a discount, 8 and out a bonus as well, Terry. Looking for another winner in a race here, Terry, where nobody has hit par. So let's talk about some of the things that you see that might lead to a winner.
Well, the 10 does have pretty good speed, but that 9 can really come and close, looks like to me. So it has almost a length and a quarter more than anything close to it. So, and then as far as who can do it today, you take a look here and see there's several of them that are, you know, in the 20s and that sort of got a chance to equal or exceed the speed par number for today's race. So, and then the C zones, there's some really nice C zones. There's a 91 and a 90 with the 13 and 11. They're going to be very comfortable, but there's 2 or 3 others that are also be comfortable.
And we see the race shape here. The 10 wants to be on the lead. Everybody else middle back are fading hard at the end. 10 does have a pretty reasonable C zone in there as well, so should be pretty comfortable out on the lead. Looks like plenty of good jockeys, plenty of good trainers. The 9, as you pointed out, top total pace, Terry, about a length and a half better than everybody else. The 8 horse, though, top last race speed figure for the first time, 3 points better than anybody else. Andrew Byer says that is the benchmark to really pay close attention to those horses. Terry, in another wide open race, what do you got?
I like 4 Frosty Beer. Finished 3rd versus similar in his last race, has a high percentage winning jockey. And then the 7 Sanborn drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey, and trainer Lasix is at it. Has a nice bullet workout, 4 furlongs August 2nd. 10 Bonds Temp finished 3rd versus Tupper in the dirt in his last race, drops in class today. And then I like the 13 as my long shot. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. no additional bets here for me as well.
So I'm going to take the 14 in here, Terry. Get on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee. Remember that song, Terry?
Yeah.
Set yourself free. Well, hopefully the 14 sets the pick 4 free. It's a 2.94 first-time starter, Terry. That's facing all no's and yeses and no second race probability. When I see that, you got to have it. Nice workouts at Turfway Park. And, when also eligible gets in, the trainer wanted it in this race specifically. We'll see if they were right. Sanborn, the 7-horse, consistent performer, got gelded. First Lasix, best published workout between races. Maybe we're going to see the best of that horse out of fear of what they'll cut off next. Number 8, Ritual, is a maiden special weight dropper. Only its 3rd career start. Did run the top last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else, and still a lot more upside in only the 3rd race. And then the 4-horse, Frosty Beer, really not a lot to beat in this race, Terry, in the 2nd start after a layoff. So put that one in there as well. I probably should have did a trifecta here too, but I didn't. Race 8, I think this one's going to be your best bet, Terry.
It is.
And otherwise, very difficult card. So
yeah.
What's your best bet running for?
Okay, well, it's going to run for a mile and an eighth. It's an optional claiming race. $50,000 claiming price, a purse $102,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards, which have never won 18,000 twice, other than a maiden claiming starter or state bred, or which have never won 3 races, or a claiming price of $50,000.
At $1.08 on the main track there. Just 2 races. Early speed's done well on both of them. One rail winner, one from post 4 through 7. So show me a little gas at the get-go, and you got a good chance in race number 8, Terry. And looks like 2 horses. They'll be the ones that everybody will be looking at the backside of.
That's right. You can take a look there that 2 has the most speed, followed up by the 4. So,
and when you look at the early pace, though, they flip rows there. It looks like a couple of other ones will be right in that order there as we projected. 4-horse, also a top last race speed figure. We talked about that. Also, your top total pace of about 2 lengths. So if the early pace and late pace add up, 4-horse is a winner, Terry, by 2 lengths. It's also a yes horse. Also the top total pace horse in there, Terry. Well, I guess looking at the jockey and trainer, it's the top jockey and trainer. I think there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to who your best bet's going to be.
Nope, there isn't, because that is my best bet. The number 4 horse, El Magnifico, comes in from Churchill Downs after winning 4 races in a row, so loves to win. Best start speed is fast among today's starters, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 20% of the races in the first race after claiming a horse, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. 7 is my second choice, is finishing the money in 4 races out of the last 5 starts, winning 2 of the races. Can go the distance. King Russell, the 5 third choice, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey, and his best start speed is fastest among the starters. The 2 Unload is a long shot, has won 1 race out of 2 starts at Ellis Park, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. I'm going to bet 20 win, 20 to place on number 4, a $10 exacta box 4-7, and a $10 exacta 4 on top with a 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to go with the 4-horse too. I think right about now, Terry. Sad El Magnifico. That's Terry's nickname. Top last race speed figure, top total pace, top par plus, winner 4 in a row. A lot of reasons to like that one. Carolo Rapido, the 3-horse, won its only race at Ellis Park. It is a yes horse and coming at a price. So I like that, right? The horse has proven it can get there. Pretty good par plus in there as well. Strong C-zone. Good reason to believe that one could participate today. The 2-horse, Unload, next for me. Biggest class dropper, dropping from a grade 3, making the classic 3rd start after a layoff. And then Dioro Unbridled runs well off the bench, and the workouts getting ready for today suggests that Dioro Unbridled will run well off the bench once again today. Final race of the day, Terry, before we get into race number 9 in this disjointed show, thanks to some electrical problems, both in California and Chicago. Maybe stay out of towns that start with in states that start with the letter C if you want your electricity to work. But to make sure you join us tomorrow and for the rest of the week, what's the best course of action?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy to do. It doesn't cost anything. It really helps us out if you'll do that. And then hit the bell so you're notified about all the different programs coming up, such as Foreign Fridays and that. and then go ahead and hit the bell. Oh, I'm sorry. Copy the link at the bottom to share with all your friends. Then go to the social sites that you can see scrolling down there at the bottom, and give us a thumbs up and a like at Horse Race, the number 2 day. And also keep these comments coming, like C. Sanders and Michael Herbert, Don Johnson. We love to see them. And thanks for all your good comments. And I like to see your picks too, because they sometimes help me. I'll see somebody's pick and I'll take a closer look, throw it in with my bets. And a lot of times it really works out for me.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate the comments to any interactivity, because I want to stick it to YouTube. Like, it's the funniest thing. I ask them what's going on, and I get the first paragraph's a little bit different, and then paragraphs 2, 3, 4, 5 are all word for word from the previous email or two. So it's obviously a copy and paste template. No one's really paying attention to what's going on there. But in any case, folks, in race number 9, 1 in the 16th mile on the turf, made in 110,000. Terry, 3-year-olds and up. And if you look at the profile of a winner, 10 races, 2 of 10 gone wire to wire, rail discount, 2 and 3 a bonus, 4 through 7 a discount, 8 and out a bonus as well. So some speed can get the job done, even though they're going a long way on the grass. So if they go a long way on the grass, on the front, it looks like 3 prime contenders to go W to W.
Yeah, 2, 3, and 9 all have similar speeds. It just depends on who gets the best break and the best jockey decisions on who gets that quarter pole first.
Yes, and yet one more maiden race for the day. We've talked about some of the key points. Looking for yes horses, you got 1 in the 11. All right, so then you got to start looking at second race par ability. Mr. Bobo, that guy's got second race par ability, 98 upside. And so 86 is the par number, so plenty of room upside in there. Also got that first-time starter with the 2.96 out of 3 with a check mark in the back bullet there, Terry. I would also pay attention to C zones in this case, Terry. And if that's the case, who do you like?
Well, look at that one. It's got the best C zone, followed up by that 3, 9, and then the 2.
And you also see over here a couple class droppers. That's usually a big thing when you're looking at maiden races. Top 4 total pace, 9, 3, 6, and 11. Yet again, Terry, a maiden race where you can go a ton of different ways, and somehow we found some great commonality here.
Yeah, that's right. And Michael Abear, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. I won't in the future. All right, here we go. I like in this race the 11. He ran second in the last race as a favorite, but has a trainer wins 29% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again, and a high percentage winning jockey. Mr. Bobo, the 5, is my second choice, finished third versus similar in his only start. He has the highest last speed rating and has a high percentage winning trainer. Thunder Roll, the 2, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Lasix is added, and he has a good workout on August 6th. Number 6, Cup, or Cope, one or the other. He finished third versus similar in the dirt in his last race. Breeding suggests he'll like this grass today. And Dam has 3 winners from 6 starters, with 2 of those were turf winners. That's it. No bets, as I'm out of money.
All right, real quick for me again, because the second race is about to get cooking. So for me, I like the 5, Mr. Bobo. Second race par ability, whole lot more than that. Vivaldi is the only yes horse. Got to have it. Number 4, Altipaliano, 2.96. First-time starter with a back bullet. The rest are no's and maybes. And then Cop, up the speed figure, 3 races in a row after its debut. Has some solid turf breeding in that first turf go. 4, 5, 6, 11 is my final bet of the day. Race number 2, they're off and they're running. And the 1 horse, Terry, is up on the lead. The 2 horse is giving some chase. That 3 horse, which is your big favorite, I need that one to win. Or my pick 4 is done for the day, as well as my win bet.
And mine too.
He's going to have some work to do. Down around the bend they come. Boom, boom, boom. The 3 horses trying to make his move. He's not changing his lead yet. He ain't going to get there unless he can change that lead. Nope. It's going to be going to go 1, then 2, 1, 2. So the 1 horse multiplication. Let's go back and look at that race, Terry.
Choice.
What happens here? Well, the 1 horse was an early pace leader. Did get out to the lead there, Terry. He was the maybe horse with 1, so he got there. So some better fractions last time out. Pretty solid jockey on there as well, right?
Yeah.
It had the 3rd best C-zone up on the lead. We missed left arrow action there a little bit because he was a horse that wanted to get to the front. Also tied for the top last race speed figure last time out. 2nd rated in there. Maybe we should have. Oh, that was race 1. So that one horse did win. Wrong race. Race 2. The one horse is in that mix. Yeah, it did show some pace last time out. Everybody was in that mix as well.
Yeah.
Top jockey in there. So just one of those races that we kind of missed, I guess. But you got it. I missed it.
I didn't.
My win bet.
Yeah, I didn't put it in my pick 4 though. I was trying to spread out in the rest of the races, so I should have maybe not spread out so much. So,
well, it's horse racing, unfortunately, right? We got the rest of the day to make it up.
Yep.
Have a great day, Michael Hebert, to you. Thank you, Don Johnson, for all of your support, as you always do. Again, free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet that you'll find in the link in the description. I think today's free track, if I remember correctly, is Fort Erie. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So you can find that there, along with the link to the explanation and the smart sheets for today. Again, tip jar there if you like what we do. HorseRacingToday.net. In just a minute, we'll publish all of our picks, our thoughts, suggested wagers over on HorseRacingToday.net. Right there, along with the show replay. Hit that HRT gear button and get yourself a truck or a hat. Any final thoughts from you? Oh, hold on, before we do that, Terry. Here are our full picks for the day. In race number 1, the 1 horse won. In race number 2, the 1 horse won. So that means if you look at this, the 1 horse will win race number 3 and probably every race on the day.
Yeah.
As far as the rest of our bets are concerned, Terry, in race number 3, we do have a trifecta box. Race number 4, another trifecta box. Race number 5, another trifecta box. Race number 6, a pick 4 and an exacta box. Race number 7, nothing. Race number 8, Terry's best bet, and another trifecta box in race number 9. Again, any final thoughts from you before we get out of here and get ready for Horseshoe Indianapolis on Terrific Terry Tuesday?
Yeah, I hope nobody else loses their power like we did. Although I kind of feel lucky because I lose it for 4 to 6 hours, and some of these poor people don't get it for weeks to come. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And let's see, today is Monday, so tomorrow we will see you at Horseshoe Indianapolis.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you there. And before we see you there, we hope no matter what you're doing on this Maiden Money Monday, you have surely all of God's grace, all of God's favor. Every single thing that you do, Terry, ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, make it a blessed Monday. We'll see you mañana.